Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Tech Conversations. Firstly, if you haven't already, make sure to check out Moomoo. Right now, you can earn an 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash by using my link in the description below. You could also get up to 15 free stocks right now. Keep in mind, terms and conditions do apply. So go ahead and check out Moomoo. I'll put a link to them in the description below. Also, make sure to check out the Discord, completely free to join. So I'll put a link to that in the description below as well. Now let's get right into today's video. So today, I want to talk about what can we do when a cash secured put drops below our strike price. So for today's demo, I'm going to be using this stock right here, Palantir Technologies, ticker symbol PLTR. Keep in mind, everything I'm showing you here today is just an example. Now let's go into the options here for Palantir. Now I'm not currently selling cash secured puts on this stock, but for today's demo, let's pretend that I did sell a cash secured put on Palantir. Let's say I sold the put at the $70 strike, expiring January 17th. And let's say when I sold it, I got paid $250. So right now it's worth $375. So if I got a credit of $250, but today it's currently worth $375, that means I would be down about $125. So let's quickly try to visualize what this would look like. So to do that, I'm going to go over to OptionStrat. I'll put a link to OptionStrat in the description below. Really great options visualization tool. So I'm going to go to build here, and under income, I'm going to go to cash secured put. Then I'm going to go ahead and type in the ticker symbol here, PLTR, for today's demo. And so we have our cash secured put here. Again, I said, let's just pretend that I sold a cash secured put at the $70 strike, expiring January 17th. And again, let's pretend that I got a credit of $250 when I sold this cash secured put. So to visualize that, I can actually right click on the cash secured put here. And in the price section, you can put how much credit or debit you received or paid for the options contract here. So if I got a credit of $250, I can go ahead and type in $250 here. And this is going to visually show me what that trade would currently look like right now. So again, I would have received a credit of $250. Collateral for cash secured puts is the strike price times 100. So that's going to be $7,000 in collateral. My max loss is collateral minus credit, so $6,750. Max profit is going to be the credit you received. If you have the premium version of OptionStrat, you can see what the chance of profit is. And then we have our break even and also our unrealized loss. So I would currently be down, like I said, about $125 to $130 currently on this cash secured put. So what can I do then? So I'm going to go over three common scenarios here for when we're in this situation here. So the first scenario is I do nothing. Because personally, I believe we should only sell cash secured puts on a stock at a strike that we would not mind buying 100 shares at. So if I had sold this put on Palantir at the $70 strike, I would only do that if I would not mind buying 100 shares of Palantir at $70 a share. Right? And so firstly, we still have some time until this expires. So maybe Palantir could still recover and this could still expire worthless. If not, if I'm assigned, then I would own 100 shares of Palantir at $70 a share. And if that does happen, then either I could hold those 100 shares for as long as I want. Maybe I'm okay holding them for many, many years. Or I could continue the wheel strategy and start selling covered calls. So let's say I did get assigned, and now I have 100 shares of Palantir at $70 a share. I could then switch over to selling covered calls. And so we can see here, how much premium we could potentially receive. For example, if I sold the covered calls right now. So if I sold one at the $71 strike, I could potentially get $83. So we can continue the wheel strategy here. So that's the first scenario. We do nothing. Now the second scenario, right? We had sold the put at the $70 strike. Maybe I'm no longer feeling good about the stock in question. And I don't want to potentially have to buy 100 shares of the stock. Maybe I just don't trust the future of the company, and I really don't want anything to do with the stock. So the second scenario we can consider is closing out our position and cutting our losses if we are in a loss. And so when you're selling cash secured puts, to do that, we need to buy to close our position because we sold to open a cash secured put. So we would buy to close our put. So all we would do then is you would come in here and find the put that you sold. So again, in my example, it would be the put at the $70 strike. To close out of it, again, I would buy to close. That means I would just buy back that put. So I would buy the put and I'd pay around $390 or so. And so again, if I'm paying that much and I got paid, $250, I got a credit of $250, but I have to pay $390 to close out of it, then, I would lose about $140. So again, we can visualize this here very quickly. If we go back to option strat, I can just add a buy put here, buy to close our cash secured put at the $70 strike. Same strike price, same expiration. That's how we close our position. So as you can see, this means I would lose around $132. But, that position would be closed out. I no longer have to worry about it. Now let's move on to the third and final scenario. And so this third option can be very powerful. And the idea with this third option is, number one, to collect even more premium than we already collected. Number two, to lower the strike price at which we would have to potentially purchase 100 shares of the stock. And number three, push out our expiration date, which can give the stock more time to recover. And so here's how we would do this. So we would first still go ahead and close out our current cash secured put. So buy to close. So I would still do this here for my example. I would still be buying back the put that I sold here. But now what I would do here is the second step. So I'm going to go out to a further expiration date. So I would go to, for example, let's say February 7th. And as you can see here, what I would do now that I'm out to a further out expiration, I would sell a new put. Now I would sell a new put with a higher premium than how much we are paying to close out our current cash secured put. So I would switch over to sell here and I would take a look, okay, which put can I sell here that has a lower strike price and that, I'm still going to receive a credit for closing out the put that I originally sold and selling this new cash secured put. So in other words, which one gives me at least more than $390 in credit? So I could even go all the way down to the $65 strike here. If I sold this put, notice I'm still entering for a credit. So again, all I'm doing here is I'm buying to close my current cash secured put, and then I'm going to a further out expiration, and I'm selling a new put with a lower strike, and I'm still going to receive a credit for this entire transaction. And so this is called rolling your options trade. And again, there's a couple of different benefits to this. So let's actually visualize this again to see what this would look like. So let's go back to option strat. So again, we're closing the put that we sold. We're down $132. But now what I can do is I can roll this trade and sell another put with a further out expiration and a lower strike. So I would change the expiration here. I just used February 7th for my example. And I would say I can sell the put at the $65 strike. I'm still going to actually get another credit here. And so now we can see what this looks like. So now net credit, $282, right? If you add the first put that you sold, the credit you received from that, and the credit we're receiving for rolling our trade, we'd get around $282 for this example. We can see our max loss has actually gone down as well. Our max profit again is the credit. Ultimately, what we're doing here again is we're closing our current trade and we're opening up a new trade here. And so now, as long as Palantir is above $65 a share here on February 7th, this would expire worthless and I would make $282. So now Palantir only needs to stay above $65 for this to expire worthless and me to make my entire credit. And if I do end up getting assigned on this new trade, well, I would have to buy the 100 shares at $65 a share instead of $70 a share. And in fact, if February 7th comes and let's say Palantir is below $65 a share, then I can roll my trade over again, right? I can do the exact same thing and potentially lower my strike price even more and collect even more premium. So that's the third potential scenario here that we can consider when our cash secured put drops below our strike price. So anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Check out the Discord, link to that in the description below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think. Now I'll see you guys next time.